It is the current number 3 ranked women's bantamweight and number 12 pound for pound women's bantamweight contender, Kayla Harrison. I want to start with you right there. 1-0 in the UFC. Those rankings, a lot of people would be happy about, but something about you, I think 3, 12, you don't even like that. You just want it to be number 1.
Yeah, you know me pretty well, my friend. No, listen, it's great. It's great. I just I need 1 or 2 more fights to really show people exactly who I am and that I am who I say I am, and those numbers will be right where I want them to be.
I love it. I love it. Well, we certainly see the path for you. Let me ask you first about the debut, right? I do think you silenced a lot of critics with that performance. Any surprises for you? I mean, Olympics twice, PFL. I mean, you'd been on the highest platform, the biggest stages, but we do hear about like UFC jitters and things of that nature. Were there any surprises or anything different that you didn't expect?
No, I mean, I think really for me, what I was so grateful for was just the level of professionalism from the UFC, all of their employees. Everyone takes great pride in their work. They're like so welcoming, and the fans, like a whole different level. Getting to be a part of the press conference, like feeling that energy, feeling the electricity in the air, and being able to stay present, and like it helped fuel me. Like I was running on 200 calories or whatever it was a day. So like that energy fueled me and brought out the best of me. So I was super grateful for it. I was a little nervous, but not like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like a serial killer. I don't get like nervous. I just,
right.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, let's fucking go. I don't know. Yeah.
You look fantastic. Obviously a big win. I have to ask you about the Amanda Nunes video, right? Just because I thought you spent so much time over the years, like delicately stepping around, not mentioning her to the point that like I almost felt guilty asking you about the possibility. And then you fight in the UFC once and there's this video and it's almost like trolling you, I guess. I don't know.
I know. I feel like I was very diplomatic about the way I handled the whole thing for years.
I agree. And I like Amanda Nunes a lot as a fighter, as a person, everything. But I just thought it was weird because I do feel like you went out of your way to always say, hey, if we ever fight, all the respect in the world, it'll be amazing. Yeah. And that video comes out and I was just like, was it not the same feeling all the time between them?
I mean, I think that a couple of things went into play there. Like, number one, I think it's really, I didn't call Amanda out because Amanda's retired, and like, I didn't want to be that girl that's like, I don't know, calling out old people, retired people, like people who are fat and happy sitting on the couch. Like I'm happy for her. I think also like she struggles to not be in the limelight still. So I think when I had my moment, maybe she needed to come in, which is fine. And I have no beef with Amanda. Listen, like the only problem I have with Amanda is that she talks shit about the greatest team in the world. Like that's really all, that's it. Like personally, think she's great, but like don't talk shit about my team, like home team for life. And having said that, like I would love for her to come back. Like that is literally the dream scenario for Kayla Harrison in her career. That's what when she retired, I was like, what are you doing? Not yet, like wait. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad she made the video, but now she's going to be hearing from me. I have a couple steps to take, and then she's going to be hearing from me.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, listen, you talk about those first couple steps. The next one, UFC 307, October 5th, Salt Lake City. Ketlen Vieira. Look, she's ranked number 2, so it does make sense from that perspective. But I think a lot of people, I don't know, maybe even myself included, thought title shot was next. Like, what are we doing? We know what we brought this girl in for. Let's just put her in the title shot. But when this got announced, I get it, but maybe a little surprised. What was your reaction?
I mean, well, I'm a naturally very impatient person, and we all know why I came over here. So obviously trying to just like, listen, not my time, God's time, like be patient, stay the course. I'm ready. I'm the best in the world every day of the week. So no matter who it is, what day it is, like I'm ready. And I will be ready when my time comes. Until then, great. I get to go out. I get to show the fans even more of me. I get to showcase my skills even more against someone who's ranked higher than me on the same card as the two girls who are fighting for the title, everyone's going to be like, holy shit, why isn't this girl fighting for the title? She's a stud. And then I'm going to fight for the title.
Obviously, you mentioned the being on the same card. There's beauty in that, right? Because you know your name's going to get brought up. Y'all are going to be talking about it. Are you worried about that being a distraction at all? Like, hey, I've got to focus on this. I know the champ. I know the challenger. They're going to be talking about me. I'm going to be asked about it. Is there any concern of like losing focus?
No, I literally don't care. I will fight all three of those girls like that night. So I don't care.
I know you mean that too. I know you're not just. That's 100% not just.
I do. I think you guys think I'm playing. In judo, you have multiple matches a day. I know you don't get punched in the face, but I don't really get punched in the face in MMA either. So, no. Listen, my focus is on Ketlen. Everyone's tough until you beat them. She's a good fighter. She's well rounded. She's getting better. Her fight IQ is going up. Step by step.
Yep.
Having said that, if one of those bitches gets sick or hurt or injured, I will take that fight on 30 seconds notice.
That's 100. I was going to ask you, right? Because I mean, that's what you did in judo. You don't know who you're competing against, so I mean, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm the best in the world. I'm ready. So let's go.
I love it. All right. Well, let's say things play out normally. There are no changes. You get your win. There's a win. We fight later down the year.
I have to tell you something. I just did an interview with this kid who was 24 years old, and he was like, well, we all obviously, if everything plays out right, and we hope everything does. And I was like, where's Tonya Harding when you need her? And he didn't know. He didn't know.
He didn't get it.
Harding. And I was like, oh my God. I was like,
we are getting old, Kayla Harrison. We are getting old.
Okay, anyways, continue. I just needed to get that off my chest. I was like,
incredible.
I don't know who Tonya Harding is.
That is amazing. I love it. All right. Well, if things do play out normally, we don't have Tonya Harding in there to change it. I wonder if you have a preference over who you would like to fight for the title. I know you'll fight, and I know you mean you'll fight anyone, but it would be two very different buildups, right? Like Raquel Pennington, so respectful, so nice. Julianna Peña, going to talk some trash. So is there one way or the other that you'd prefer?
I mean, honestly, no, because to have a preference would mean that I have an emotion or like I don't care. I really do not care. Like, the goal is the belt. But if we're talking about Kayla the psychopath, like, of course I would rather put a elbow through Julianna's skull than Raquel's. Like, Julianna's face is annoying. Of course I would pick that face. Like, of course.
I love the psychopath in you. That's an amazing part of it. So, all right. So you said it. Look, and then hopefully the path leads to Amanda, right? I mean, that would be ideal. This fight, title fight, Amanda Nunes.
That would literally be my dreams. What more could I ask for? What more could I want? What more could I do? Like, it would be perfect. In Kayla's perfect world, that's exactly what happens.
And would that be it? I mean, as weird as that sounds, like, I mean, because honestly, like, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, man, if that played out, like, what the hell else is there even to do at that point? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I would never call it quits without getting there first, you know. And I know that I'll know when it's time. If I still have passion for it and I love it and it's like, it's still fun for me and I still feel like there's something left to prove to myself, then I'll keep going. But if not, you know, yeah, that time I'll know when that time comes, but we're not there yet.
Not even close. Let me ask you, Larissa Pacheco, Cris Cyborg fighting in your old organization, October 19th. Any interest in that? Like, even as a fan, like, I you know, I mean, like, you know, there's history. There was supposed to be history. I mean, is there an interest as a fan?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't follow the PFL super closely anymore, but for sure I would be interested to see who wins that fight. I think that Pacheco is going to win, but unless, you know, the $2 million has like derailed that train, but it's hard to get out of bed when you got a couple mil in the bank. But if the train hasn't been derailed, she's younger, she's hungry, she was hungry, she's got power, she's getting better. And I just feel like Cyborg is older and she hasn't shown a ton of progress. Like, she fights the same way now that she's fought for quite a while. So, and I think that Pacheco wins that fight, but I'll for sure be tuning in.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I did see her last week in Washington, D.C. She actually looks leaner and stronger than she did before. So I don't think
Pacheco?
that Pacheco.
Yeah,
So
that's
looks like
good.
she's getting even better. Yeah.
Good.
Do you just, we just said there's nothing left for you if you win these. I mean, there is. Obviously, you can continue on, but does like fighting either one of them? I mean, you can't talk about it when they're not here. So I don't want to talk about it too much because they're not in the UFC. But does it interest you? Like, gosh, I hope they become free agents or we can cross paths somehow.
I mean, I don't like spend a ton of time thinking about it, but if you said, oh, hey, Cyborg and Pacheco are going to be free agents, I would be like, oh, I hope they sign with the UFC. Like that would, like, I want to fight the best. I want to prove myself. I want tough like, I don't know like what other answer there would be. Like, yeah, of course I'd welcome them with open arms. Like, that'd be great.
100%. Well, we'll see what the future holds. You never know how it's going. You got your plate full right now. There's still a lot of steps to get there. All right, UFC 307. That's it. What's the goal here? Like I said, you had a spectacular debut. You're a killer on the mic, as we knew you would be. What's the goal here? I mean, is it win? Is it spectacular? Is it dump somebody on their face and push elbows through their face? I mean, what's the plan here?
Yeah, no, I want blood on the canvas this time. Like I want to. Yeah, no, like I want to go out there and dominate from bell to bell. I want to instill my will, and I want to break Ketlen Vieira. I want her to beg. I want her to quit, and I want it to be by KO, TKO, or submission.
Man, cuts the promo as good as she fights, man. You're an absolute psychopath, and we love you for it. Kayla, thank you for the time, and we look forward to seeing you in a little bit.
Thank you.